I am still at the park. It's my new favorite drink, by the way. Very good. I'm still at we got to the park, so there's a park 4 minutes from our house. Big park. Kids play baseball over there. We're trying to get Ollie signed up for baseball. 3 big baseball parks over there for the kids anyway, and then a park for the kids to play here. It's nice. It's very nice. So let's get to Johnny's barn here. Johnny had a big week training, and training 2-year-olds and 3-year-olds. I'm especially interested in one particular 3-year-old he told me about. Let's get right to all of them. Arches Rainbow, Johnny told me was fantastic. I put her at number 10 this week in my top 10 list. Jimmy Gillespie put her at number 7. Waiting for Johnny's top 10 list. It'll come in soon. But Arches Rainbow trained awesome this week. Blue Bayou Dio, I think, was one of the biggest surprises for Johnny. He was so impressed. So impressed with Blue Bayou Dio this week. He asked to keep her in Ontario. He knew that some of these horses were slated to come over to Northfield. He said, hey, any chance we could keep Blue over here? Sure. I'm sure there's a chance for that. Century Invictus, again, another one of those Bettor's Delights. I think you're going to see them come forward when they sees the starting gate. He's been training down good, looked good. Johnny was happy with him this week. Garden State Dio trained really, really well. Very happy with our girl, Dio. We have her sister back now. Spirit of Dio is at the Meadows with Tim. I'm going to go over Monday, Tuesday morning, get up, make sure we get her warmed up real good for a qualifier and qualify her on Tuesday. Harlanelle, I said, made a little break in the straightaway. Maybe tinker with his gear again. He's probably going to be coming over here soon enough. Kathy with an eye. Looks, cross your fingers, looks like she's out of the woods. Still a long healing process ahead for Kathy with an eye. Mischievous Rose trained awesome again this week. Miss Mildred trained awesome again this week. So excited about what I'm hearing out of Ontario from Jimmy, from Johnny, from Mario, and from Harry. Miss Mildred also, Mischievous Rose and Miss Mildred both trained exceptionally well this week, I'm told. Northern Blizzard, 59 flat, they trained him off a half in 1 minute and 4/5. Johnny said he was very, very good. Week before, he said he went a mile and 2-1, but he thought he had the hobbles tight and wanted to get him right. And he went out and said he was very, very strong. Very interested to see this horse with 1 win, horse that we had high hopes for last year, starting to put it all together and look real good now. Resolute Bay. I know Johnny likes this horse. In fact, Johnny likes, people don't know this, but when we first bought Resolute Bay, Johnny had bought one share of this horse for his daughter, and he's been really, really interested in this colt from day one. He's gone with him lots. He gets along with him well, and he looked good this week training, I'm told. Stonebridge Dolce, huge shock. I think they went in 2-7, come a quarter in 29 seconds, and Dolce was trotting good. So I'm pretty impressed. Very interested to hear how she's coming. I'm pretty pumped about her. Taiwan On continues to train well. Twinkle in Her Eye is training very, very good. The only bad news coming out of Ontario this week, really in the last little while, was Will to Win Hanover. My number 1 pick for 2021 ended up with a line in her coffin bone. It's way out on the outside, so those of you that are horsemen, obviously, anytime you get lines or fractures in coffin bones, the closer they get to the joint, to the foot joint, the more chance you have for arthritis and soreness, residual soreness in that coffin bone area. This is way out on the outside. It couldn't be any further away from the joint. A very faint line. However it happened. But at the end of the day, it will heal. The prognosis is excellent. She'll make a full 100% recovery and be back at it. This affiliate had a ton of speed. Mentally, maybe wasn't there yet anyway, so this time off probably will help. We don't want to have to shut down horses that we think are certainly good. Definitely not our best horses, but at the same time, these are babies, and they're going to get hurt, and we've been fortunate that we haven't had very many issues with soreness or lameness this year, or any sort of types of issues we had to deal with other than pneumonia with Kathy and Will to Win Hanover's line. They're all fixed up now, or not all fixed up. They're on the mend. They're healing. 90 days off for Will to Win Hanover. She's 3 weeks into that already, which is good. Now, I don't want to paint a positive picture where, gee, she can make some mistakes. We took her out of everything. Everything. We didn't make any May payments on anything for her. I know that we had a lot of people saying, you need to give her lots of time, 120 days if the vet says 90. Just hold on. We're going to give her the appropriate amount of time. And a horse that I'm watching closely is One My Heart Hanover. I know Alan I owe Alan an email, actually. I didn't respond to him yet. Alan and his wife had said, the more time, just give them tons and tons of time. Yes, but they're athletes, and they're not going to be sitting on the couch if they don't have to be. So when she gets the green light from the veterinarian, maybe for the first 3 weeks she'll be in the pool, possibly, but she'll be going back to work. And the reason I brought up One My Heart Hanover is because we started her in December, and she has been working her butt off all year. She's got a lot of starts, probably a lot more than we'd like to see. So does that mean we completely take our time and don't even aim Will to win Hanover for anything before February? Or does it mean we start her in December and then stop her? We have options to do that. We have a multitude of paths we've taken with different horses, and I'm going to look at the information in front of us and say, okay, this worked, this didn't. This is what I think we're going to do with Will to win Hanover. Tons of time. Obviously, I'd rather race her. That would be my first choice. But I guess the way I see it, the way my mind computes it is, training a mile in 15 and showing this slight line is much better than a wide open fracture from the concussion and the torque of training down and qualifying and racing. So I would much rather hear the news, Anthony, she's got a little line. It's going to be fine. There's not a problem. Then, Mr. McDonald, that horse come up lame yesterday after that stake race in Pennsylvania, and she's got a fracture in her coffin bone into her joint. Now she's a broodmare. And I guess that's the way I look at it, is that I'd rather know about a tiny injury now than have to deal with a much more major one later on. So, although the news sucks, mentally, this filly needed to do some work anyway. So I'm glad that she got an opportunity to show us how talented she was and get our spirits up. But at the same time, this injury, as far as fractures go, is minor, and she'll recover 100%, as the veterinarian said. Excellent prognosis. She'll recover 100%, and then we'll go from there. So that's where we're at with Johnny's Barn. Johnny's done a great job. A lot of pressure on this kid in Ontario. James was gone away. I wasn't there, and he's really stepped up and done a great job. So impressed with his work ethic and his attitude, and hoping for great things in the summer of 2021. Be back in a minute. Lots more to talk about still.